Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thanks for joining me once again as we dive into the town of Anvilseal, a dwarven upstart town that's been around for a dozen or so years. And, well, we're about ready to start flooding our lava moat. I don't know if we'll get there this episode, but it's looking pretty good as far as what's out there. There's an iron pick just sitting in the lava out there. I don't know how that happened, but it's forbidden. We are finishing up our new farm area. We're trying to. It's not quite ready yet. We're going to have a bunch of other fields here, and this is going to be, what do we have in here? We've got the sweet pods going in here, so these two will be sweet pods. These two will be pigtails, but we're probably going to do the remainder of these as pigtails just to, really drive the point home that we don't ever want to run out of pigtail cloth again. We've got cave wheat up here. We've got our plump helmets here, which is just, this is obscene how many plump helmets that we're going to have. Our pigtails are going to start coming up, and we're ready to kind of, like I said, trying to give the dwarves a year off. It's not really happening. Yeah, we're just going to keep going with what we're doing. I'm not going to lie to you. I really want the dwarves to... I really want them to have the best lives. But their best lives are lived when the fortress looks beautiful. Isn't that true? So here we go. We're going to put some microcline down. We're going to make this look nice. I don't know that we need to actually do any... We could smooth some walls, Maybe we'll do that later. Let's definitely do that later. That's not a priority right now. We've got our seed stock moved. And the whole reason that we needed to do this was because this area had become uncovered by way of some channeling when we were flattening all of this out. And that was a problem because when it becomes uncovered, it exposes it to sunlight and it doesn't count as underground anymore. So here we are. There's a couple of tiles like this one here that's still exposed to sunlight all the way down through here. So I did the floors, or the holes in the floor here in the Farmers Guild up here. It's going to make this area pretty grungy for a while because we're going to need to get stuff flowing down here. So these ones will take a little bit more time to get growing. But bear with me here. We'll get there, and then we'll have, we'll have more and more places to grow things. This is absolutely a big farm. There's no need to have this many farms, this many farm plots with this many dwarves. These guys are going to be very, very busy harvesting. In fact, our legendary planters are going to be legendarily busy doing this as well. So I'm thinking about that too, and I might actually have to leave some of these fields fallow, but we'll pivot on that when the time comes. You notice the food number is just rocketing up. And you can see, here's our food right here. We're not eating it fast enough, you guys. We're not. Maybe we'll just increase this food stock. Because dwarves like to engrave. Another yak calf. Yeah, that actually is pretty cool looking. This one's almost ready right here. We just need that piece muddied up. It's going to be a while to get these three done because we've got to get this row muddied. We've got one. I don't even think that's one that we need, though. Oh, no, it is. It is. I won't panic. Lots of busy dwarves over here. We'll just expand this food stockpile out just a wee bit, you know? I'm also thinking about, like, in the mid-level future, starting to figure out how we're going to defend this area, right? It seems like we're going to need some watchtowers and whatnot along here. And so it might behoove us to... Oh, they've actually been cleaning down here, too. Yeah, that was where the rock died. We cooked it. We have rock meat stew or something like that. Rock roast. Reindeer brain. Some biscuits in there. I wonder... That should be the edge. I know it won't keep the water from flowing over those places, but maybe it'll prevent the mud. Which would be nice. Oh, I also keep forgetting we've got this prison that we're working on. And yeah, we need to stock this prison up. There we go. Get those chains going, which will be nice. Oh, look at that. That might actually help us channel the water. I don't know why I think that, but it kind of seems like it might be true. This one's ready up here. One of the fields that we're probably not going to work just yet. But it's all the same. I did want to look at Camel Slayer as well. She was injured in her fight, in her battle against the rock. And it would probably be good to just check in on her, see how she's doing. We'll get these floors defined, and then we'll take another look at that. This is fallow for everything, yeah. And these are sweet pods, so we'll do 2 more sweet pod fields. This one actually is ready to go too, now that I'm just noticing. And so is this. And that one's not quite ready. Also, that one's ready. Got another bull. We'll manage that in just a second. Let's throw some walls up here. Get our rhyolite walls going. Perfect. Once those get built, we'll do the others. Yeah, this is looking good. We got one more thing here. That one's ready to go. Not ready. Ready. Okay. Yeah, all right. Not ready. That one's ready. Not ready. Not ready, not ready. These two are really close. And then we can engrave them, because that's the dwarves' favorite thing to do. Can I always forget, and then I have to try it, and then I'm reminded why I can't or can. It says that I can. Let's do microcline. Just a little microcline stairwell going down there, you know? It's looking really nice, though. Like, what do I want in this? Should be sweet pods. Give me sweet pods, baby. Sweet pods. That's where it's at. That's where you get the dwarven rum from. And that's always a good thing. Oh, I forgot about that yak. It's like we have one bowl. We don't really need two. It's nice to have the meat, trust me. This is pigtails. We can just label these. J pigtails. That's a different type of pigtails. You don't really see those on these types of maps. So I don't want to label it that. What is this? Cave wheat? I forgot to label it. We'll get it going. Cave wheat. Another cave wheat. Just in case you forget later on. They're cranking them out. Cranking out the plump helmets. Cranking out the pigtails. That's going to be pigtails. Pigtails, sweet pods, sweet pods. This will not be used just yet, but this one's ready. And that one's ready too. I don't know why I didn't see that. Wow. Can leave those alone. That one's done. That's just you. Oh, you're done as well. Fantastic. It's just these two, which are going to take a little while because we've got to have the water spread down here, yeah. Which is okay. We're not in any danger of, you know, running out of food or running out of anything at this point. So, 1, 2, 3, yeah. For some reason that wasn't counting out correctly for me. Oh, that's right. We have 2 bulls. I almost forgot. Bully is the one we want to keep, so, you know, I'm just gonna, yeah, clumsy but strong. Nope. Don't want clumsy. Clumsy, no good. Let's build some floors again. Oh, we need to put some walls in first. Love it. Look at that. Oh, there is mud on here. Darn. This is going to be pigtails as well. Excuse me. Oh. some reason I can't select pigtails there. It's red. We must be out of seeds. Yep, just need this and this. I wonder if it would be a good idea. Oh no, because they have to process the plant. So it's going to have to go upstairs, get processed, and then drop down into the food. Yeah, all right. That's all right. That one's done, so we can put a floor in there. I think all of these are done. I guess if you can see farm plot through the bottom of it, it's done, isn't it? And if we could just get that one, then we get that one done. So this is looking really nice. It's way overdone. Again, if you're watching this playthrough and you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's a lot of farming that I need to do. This is like what you would need for probably 400 dwarves. And if not 400, then at least 200 or 300. It's way overdone for our little 99. And I'm hoping that we can get some more stuff built in before the next set of migrants come a knocking. But this will be all pigtails here. You know what? Dimple cups is what we need on these guys. What are you guys planting here? You're planting dimple cups. Okay. Yeah, so when we can't plant pigtails, we'll plant dimple cups. Yeah, that should be all we need. I don't think we actually need any dedicated dimple cups if we're just doing off-season planting with dimple cups, because these are all going to end up being dimple cups for 2 seasons and then pigtails for 2 seasons. And we've already kind of established that our industry can use both dyed and undyed cloth. So, you know, that's all right. Nice. Get all of those engraved. Get some microcline stairs to go up here. They're all just streaming in. Still got a whole bunch of stuff up here. And we're getting close. I think, oh, you know what? That one is done. Wow. Fantastic. I thought that was going to take a little bit longer, and boy, was I wrong. Farming, farm plot. So the whole fortress is going to come down here and do their engraving. You know, every time I think about this, and I might have said this already, but every time that you have some engraving, it just kind of reminds me, did anyone else have the memory of having a parent or loved one, adult of course, as a child who was working on perhaps a mortar or some type of wet cement? Well, that's what makes, like, every time I see all of these dwarves down here doing this, it just reminds me of that opportunity to go put your hand in the wet cement, you know? That's what it seems like to me. That's what it reminds me of. So when I see them all coming down here, yes, it's a little annoying, but it always gives me that memory of, oh, you know what? They just want to put their mark on the fortress. The furious execution engraved on the wall, or the floor, is a well-designed image of a smooth pebble by Zolben Baumreknazam. So there you go. And we get the work done, you know? It's fine. Light blocks. Ban on exports. Yeah, we know. You don't want us to export something that you like. That's usually what it is. 99% of the time. Dimple cups, pigtail, and pigtail. Let's make this pigtail. Actually, I could probably rename these to pigtail dimple tails, something like that, you know. And we'll just leave these alone, I guess. Sweet pods. Perhaps I could do like rock nuts or something like that up here. We don't really have, I don't really feel like we have the staff to manage that though. So maybe we'll just leave those fallow for now. This is sweet pods, yeah, okay. Yeah, these guys will just leave fallow. And we just need this one here, and then these two, and we're good. One of these might take a little bit longer to come online, if I'm being honest. I'm actually quite surprised. Because most of the time, it seems like these planters are doing very well. I was thinking we would fall behind. And we've actually used about 300 seeds, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. Hey, look at that. That one's done. It's our last pigtail farm. Yep, make that field there, dwarf. It's Herd Slayer. Pigtails. We'll go dimple cup, pigtail, and pigtail. We're gonna have so much stuff. So much plant. Okay, so we need to have a dwarf who is going to maintain our prison system. And that would be the captain of the guard. And I'm not sure who to pick. We've got 99 choices, you know? And a few of these dwarves are decent choices, I'm sure. But I think I need a dungeon master too. Oh, I just saw that. Oh. Disorderly conduct. Yeah, we do have some crime. They want 9, and I only have 8. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe we'll make something out of this. I feel like these need to be offices, though. Oh, I know what I want to do. I know what must be done. Whoops. I know what must be done. This is what must be done. We're going to go through here, and we're going to clear all of this out. We're actually going to clear that out as well. Surprised? I didn't think so. And this is just going to be a rhyolite wall. And I don't know what we'll use this space for. It'll be something. Maybe a temple. It might actually be a good place for some holy places is back over here. You know? The more that I think about it, the more I'm convinced. And then we'll put a wall along here. And Lycott has got a fey mood. Our plant industry is almost done. I'll be so happy when this is done. It's almost done. I just need one more lucky break there, you know? This is almost ready to get engraved once again, which means, you know, all the lovely things about that. Then we can actually go out here and do this. Oh, whoops. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry. Just dig that whole thing out, you know. Dig it all out, guys. Leatherworks. We're going to have a leather artifact coming up. Just one more. Look at all those dimple cups, you guys. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. Okay, now. We're kind of low on gold here, if you ask me. Oops. You left the wheelbarrow. Oh, you're hauling. Okay. This is Lycott. Lycott Crazed Machine. Crazed Machine is quite the surname, isn't it? I'll grant you, it's not the first thing that I would think of to have as a surname, but there we go. We're getting there, guys. Still surprised we have gold left. Ah, there, we're out of gold. Ban on certain exports. All right, so we need to go digging for some more gold, I suppose. And we have some options here. I kind of think that it might be good to go deeper. And so let's do that. Let's mine some stairs. Excellent. And we're just going to start, you know, digging around. You know, it's going to be, that'll be important, right? Do we get, well, that's kind of a choke point now, isn't it? Narrow out that choke point, take care of the choke point. And we may as well do the same here. There we go. And that goes down even further. This, I think, will be the deepest part of this fort. We still need to go further down. We need to dig further down. But I haven't worked out exactly how I want to do that and keep everything safe, if that makes sense. So that's the next question. Mysterious construction. Excellent. But yeah, we can start working out of this. We're looking for gold, guys. So keep that in mind as you swing the pickaxe. And I know that strip mining is probably not the best way to do this, but, you know, I don't really care. I don't know that we'll actually use any of this space. But it will definitely give us some work to do. And we certainly need a lot more gold if we're going to meet the need to build one of those giant pyramids out there out of gold for our third squad, you know? So strip mining it is, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Probably should have made this third priority. Graniterite. That's excellent. And this will be a short haul to get all of those guys, all the boulders, back to where we make boulders. All right, we'll keep doing that. Back up here, we can resume and resume and resume. Get all of these guys taken care of. And we won't have any space in any spots for the floor, right? But we can throw some doors down or throw a door here. And that will be our 9th cell, which is perfect. That's all we needed, really. And then Lycott Crazed Machine has completed Sed Zilzasit Ik Thagtarem, a yak leather skirt, and he offers it to the mighty Anvils. Well, thank you. Let's take a look at where that thing is. Basically in the leatherworking shop once again. 6,000. This is a yak leather skirt. All Craftsdorf ship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with pigtail and encircled with bands of oval alunite cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of nethercap and menaces with spikes of cassiterite and yak bone. On the item is an image of the Bane of Dipping, the sleek pigtail cloak in yak leather. On the item is an image of Dredged Healers, the Clutches. Just lost my spot. A voice, the microcline ring. On the item is an image of Shorast Recluse Mountain, the dwarf in milk quartz. Shorast Recluse Mountain is contemplating. The artwork relates to the withdrawal from society of Shorast Recluse Mountain. In the mid-autumn of 50, on the item is an image of a long six-sided prisms in yak bone. Who's Shorast Recluse Mountain? That name sounds very familiar to me. It's one of these guys. Recluse Mountain, yeah. Creator of Ellipsid. He's stressed as well. This is Stumpy. That skirt is honoring Stumpy. Oh, that's amazing. He worships both on Barris. Let's see. Where shall we put this item? Can we put it... I have an idea. Can we put it in the temple where he likes to worship? Oh man, there's no way to tell what god these guys worship. Oh, I know. It's kind of a roundabout way, but I suppose it'll work. So he worships both Anvilseal, but he should be a member in groups of... He's a former member of the Farmers Guild. He's a member of the Hall of Turquoise, which is the Oily Doctrine. Okay, so he's a member of the Oily Doctrine. Here's what we're going to do. And this, I've forgotten where the skirt is or what it's called because it was a really long name. But we're going to put that in this church so that Stumpy has to deal with it. He has to see that we actually do care about him. Sedilzazit, Icthagterem. Gosh. Perfect. And that will increase the value of this church to close to 30,000. How are we doing on this? We are doing great. Let's get rid of that zone. Yes. We'll leave the Farmers Guild alone. We'll put a floor down here. Rhyolite blocks. And a farm plot here, which will be fallow for the moment. Yeah, they haven't actually gone for any of these seeds yet. Alright, so I am going to declare victory on our plant industry after this. We got some gold. Excellent. I don't know if you all saw that. I clicked it away pretty quickly. Okay, so we need to do some engraving. Which we'll do here. We'll engrave this wall. And I think once we're done here, yeah. Excellent. Okay, so those will get engraved as well. Relatively happy dwarves. Got a few grouches, you know. But we've got some time now, once we get the jail taken care of, to actually go through and, you know, set this up as a jail. I guess I could do that. Set this up as a dungeon. Do I have to do one at a time? No, it's going to be all of them. Anvilseal dungeon is done. Another yak calf being born. Dude, we're eating yak. I know we started off eating camel, but we are deep into the 90 million different ways to prepare yak at this point. Lavish meals. Yeah, look at all that. That's awesome. It's looking nice. It's coming together. Slowly, but surely. Back to justice. So we got... Okay, yeah. So 4 out of 9. I need to go up here, and we need to do additional set of dungeon. Cool. And this is... second floor. Because I probably have to have them named differently. And we can't really do anything here. We will put a chain in there. It's going to be chains and restraints. And I think we've got some beds, so we'll put some beds in there. One time I had a fortress where I tried to do... where I tried to put, like, booze and drinks, or booze and stockpile and food stockpiles in there, so they'd have like just a really lavish setup. And the other dwarves would end up going in and socializing with the prisoners, and I didn't really like that. I was like, okay, we should make a nice prison, but like there are limits. You shouldn't have your friends in there. And it was probably just because it was really because we had so many dwarves, and the prison cells were in spaces where where they were convenient. These are going to be very convenient as well. So, and they're actually kind of small, so I'm not even gonna waste my time with that. Not important. But once this is done, we'll get that chain. I think I already actually asked them to get the chain in there. We got 5 more gold blocks. $17 gold blocks, actually. Excellent. That's looking good. We'll get the beds in there as well, you know. Just throw some beds in. That's a lot of dimple cups. Well, as soon as they make them, we use them. That's excellent. I really like how this place is coming together. Oh, hey, you know what? Actually forgot to do this. Put those thrones back in. That's a huge dimple cup harvest, you guys. Oh my god. Why did I do that? Okay, we got another cow. Let's take a look at the cows. Let's go down to the bottom here. That's weak. Yeah, goodbye. Weak? I don't want you in my fort. You're an animal after all. Cranking out some beds. There we go. I have a place to sleep, at least. And I think, let's see, so this is going to be... Go back to justice. I'm still real new to this, 9 out of 9. So I've got 4 up here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll have a dozen. And that should be sufficient. Let's go here and do... Excuse me. Yeah, let's get that taken care of. And I need 2 more chains. Let's make 2 more gold chains. Can we do that? Forge gold chain. Yeah, all right. Not that many, though. Good lord. Let's do 3. Excellent. Then we can throw 3 more chains, and we'll have a dozen prison cells. Okay, we got a yak bull. Everybody's growing up, and we're going to have more food than we know what to do with. But that's okay. Yum. I guess I could... Hypothetically, I could cage them and then sell them. I could sell the bad ones instead of eating them. You know? That might not be a bad idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Until just now. Sadly, sometimes that's what it takes, is to do something many times before... I'm trying to bring the dimple harvest in. Do things many times before you realize, oh, hey, I could have... Yeah, we've got some spots up here for maybe at 2 or 3 temples, maybe 4 if I'm clever with placement. We'll do 4. Lots of squared off stuff here. Still not quite full here. I'm actually kind of concerned that the lava is just going to evaporate before this even starts to fill. And so that's why I'm waiting until it's absolutely tip top, right? Because all of this lava is going to have to come from Noshtath. I'm sorry, from Idgim. Noshtath is down to the west there. And there's a good chance that we won't have enough lava to keep it all hot, if you know what I mean. Like it'll flow down here eventually. There'll be a big wave of lava that goes down there, and then some of this stuff will probably just evaporate if it gets down to 1 tile deep. Got our jail coming together here. I don't care about these, but I do care about these two. Forge gold chain's been completed. Another bowl. Okay. We'll deal with that bowl in a second. Actually, we'll deal with it now. Yeah, you're not better. More beef. More yak beef. I don't know. If anyone has ever tried yak, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you to say in the comments, hey, I've tried yak beef and it is disgusting, or I've tried yak beef and it is delightful. One of those. Or, you know, maybe a description of what it does taste like. Because now I'm curious. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Got our engravers going. That's pretty much done. These guys are done here. Oh, you know what? I forgot. This one's missing a bed. We need more beds. Let's just make 10 of them because we can use them. Let's take a look at how things are going down on the... Oh my god, they had that cleared. They cleared that out so fast. There we go. Is this olivine? It is olivine. All right. Digging away. Keep finding the gold. That's really what we're looking for here is gold. I don't care much about anything else that we may or may not find down here. But all of it's going to be good. I mean, trust me. There's no reason to not dig it out. We're harvesting all really great stuff. We can't really flood the fort with lava. I mean, we can, but it won't be that big of a deal, right? Okay, so I got to figure this out. This is something that's bugging me now, and we've got our dungeon, right? That's the important thing. But now we've got to figure out, we need a captain of the guard and we need a dungeon master. So let's assign a dungeon master. This guy is a skilled schemer. I'm kind of looking for somebody who he does like this is like your police work. I'm pretty sure. It's not, the other guy is the captain of the guard is like your, well, maybe he's the policeman. I don't know what the dungeon master does. But having skilled schemer, you know what? I'm just going to look. 1 second here. Okay. So, from my reading, the dungeon master is more responsible for like taming exotic creatures, things of that nature. And the captain of the guard is the one who is dealing out the beatings or taking people to prison. So let's find a captain of the guard. And Moma's continues to come up. Now he's got a helmet on, which makes me think he's in the military already, and I don't really want a dwarf who's in the military doing this. There's a strategy for that, but let's take a look at Moma's anyways. Okay, so he's just got a hat on. Oh, he is. He's a hammer dwarf. Okay, so I would prefer not to have a military dwarf as the dungeon master or captain of guard. Sorry, Momas. It's just not going to happen. Now, we don't have a lot of good choices, it looks like. So maybe we just take a look at some of these other folks. And like Zuglar here, who is a miner, a legendary miner, competent engraver, Naga stone worker, rusty with the other stuff. Values cunning, overbearing, good analytical, high social awareness. This seems like our gal. I don't know why, but Zuglar seems like, I mean, even the surname for Zuglar. She worships Doran Lemorl. She knows a ton of people in the fort, most of them passing acquaintances. Toasted, she's a good friend of. Lorbam the Woodcrafter, good friend of. She's in the Miners Guild and the Crafts Dwarfs Guild. Doesn't feel anything after sleeping in a fantastic bedroom. Well, gee, I'm sure glad that I went to all the trouble of getting you such nice bedrooms. Dreams of creating a great work of art. She detests mussels. Well, don't eat the mussels that we get. You know what? This seems like, I know that she doesn't have the skills yet. Although she's a competent liar, consoler, pacifier, persuader, judge of intent. I'm not going to lie. I think you're done mining for a while. Yeah. Guess what? You don't have to dig anymore, Zuglar. Zuglar bolted violence. We're going to give her a name, too. She's going to be called Sheriff. Zuglar Sheriff bolted violence. Is there 2 F's in Sheriff? I don't know. There is 2 F's. I know how to spell. There we go. That looks It still doesn't look right. Have you ever typed a word or written a word and then you realize you don't know how to spell it because it doesn't look right, and it doesn't look right either way that you spell it or any of the ways that you spell it? Yeah, that's what I'm going through right now. So you can either laugh at me or you can have a little bit of sympathy or empathy in your heart right now. Zuglar, you're going to fulfill both of the roles of Captain of the Guard and Dungeon Master. And now I have to find you on this list of 99 dwarves. There's only 99 choices, right? But no search bar. So why would there be a search bar? See, there I go complaining again. Oh my goodness. Oh, there she is. She's a competent leader. Excellent. And she might not be at the top of this list, but she'll get there. She'll get the skills that she needs. I guess the Dungeon Master also is involved in like the spy system. But I don't think that they actually do anything. There's a lot of unfinished systems in this game that are still being worked on, still being built out. And I think that the Dungeon Master will play a significant role or an expanded role in some of those, if I had to guess. Let's find her here. I haven't seen her name go by yet, but we're getting towards the end of the list, and now I'm worried. There's a Zolban and a Zan. Can you not have... Can we not assign the same dwarf to do both of those jobs? And it took me about 5 minutes, but I found her. All right. We're kind of doubling up here, and we might need to rethink that later. But right now, this is what it is. So she's got the dining room. She needs a study, and she needs... Yeah, she needs a dining room and a study. We can do that. Let's go back over here. I think the office will be on the ground floor. And the... Kind of low on tables. This will be the dining room. Oops. And an office slash study. Oh. Chairs and a table, right. We have no chairs, or no table. I'll figure this out eventually, you guys. Let's make another copper table. Just one, though. And then we'll do some zones. This is going to be the office. Yoink. Change it up for Zuglar here. It's the new sheriff in town, guys. And we don't have a champion or a hammer or a militia. Well, a militia captain would be for the next squad, or a messenger. Don't have a messenger yet. But, you know, that's okay. Oh yeah, we need a bed in there too. I nearly forgot. This is taken care of. That's taken care of. Captain of the Guard. Lost pick. Yeah, you got it taken away from you. Let's see. Is anyone else wanting to join the mining corps? Do I have any peasants? Probably not. You know, I think we'll just go with the guy that's at the top of the list there, you know? Domus. Excellent. And I think our jail is just about complete until, like... We've got a lot of stuff just kind of, like, ripping away on autopilot. Yeah. As I said it, I knew I was in for trouble. We need some more farmers. We need a big farmers guild for this fortress, especially after what we've imposed upon them here. So, yeah, okay. We need to fix that. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I think that's the right way. Yep. Don't dig everything out. It's time for some temples, though. Boys and girls. We'll leave that alone. Just because... Should be obvious. But just because... I might want to expand the dungeon. Just a wee bit. Let's there was no witnesses, so that's not gonna happen. Destroy yacked cow. No witnesses, no witnesses. No witnesses on any of this. But we can start actually working some of those cases. Another cow. Good lord. Resist sickness isn't bad. That's what we want right there. That was the third one. I don't think we need agile yak cows, but, you know. Let's try and cull the ones down that don't have any good properties in them, on them. Or the negative properties, right? And then we'll get rid of the other ones that don't have any properties at all. Like you, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Later. Okay. Oh, and we need some more planters. We need some more planters. Go to labor. Planters. I don't want to lock him in. Stumpy is not a good one to lock in. Can we just have some regular... Yeah, let's recruit 3 more. See if we can keep up. I doubt we'll be able to, but we'll see. Ushrir should be Adilmaril. No, let's just interview both of them. Both of you are named Ushrir. Maybe somebody saw something. Excellent. We're digging this out. This is going to be our new temple complex back here. It's kind of close by to, the main hall and everything like that. We'll get into this here too. I know that I put a temple in here, but we do need some more temples. There's a few dwarves who really need time to. Oh boy, look what I did. Look what I did. That would have been bad. Better check down here too. Now I'm having like really paranoid thoughts. We'll just burn this fortress down, you know? We've worked so hard, or more accurately, the dwarves have worked very hard to get this fortress into a really quite a lovely state. If we're being honest here, this fortress has turned out quite lovely. And yeah, to have a bad mining order cause a problem like that, that's no bueno. They're taking those stones downstairs. Honey. Do we have any mead? We do. Okay, hang on a second. Let's get this in the kitchen. I don't want you to cook with the mead. Labor in the kitchen. You can cook with everything else. You can brew the cave wheat, brew the plump helmets. You can cook with the honeybee honey. And... did I miss the mead? I guess you can't do anything with it. Okay. Cool. I was kind of worried about that. I don't ever think I've thought about that. Ended a mandate. This is looking really good on the volcano. The lava depths. Just, throwing that out there. Let's check our traffic here. Yep, don't walk down there. Okay. Excellent. Yep. Still some rotting stuff out here. It's just dimple cups, though, so it's not the end of the world. Boy, would I be happy if it wasn't just... if, we could get all of that harvested, but I think we might need, like, 30 farmers. I might actually reduce the amount of dimple cups that we've got coming up. Because we'll have sweet pods in the spring and summer. And then, of course, the cave wheat in summer and autumn. Summer is going to be a busy, busy month. And I might take... No, I don't think that's going to work. Never mind. I won't do that. Dwarves still stand pretty happy. That's the important thing. Lots of hauling going on. Whoopsies. And yeah, things are looking good here. This is our next setup, is the temple complex. And then after that, you know, we've got some choices that we're gonna get to make, and I'm kind of excited about those choices because, you know, we obviously need to do some expansion in our residence hall, right? That's a no-brainer. But after that, you know, there's some questions that we need to answer about what it is that we want to build next. And I've got some designs on some stuff. Make no mistake, but I'm not entirely sure either. Right? We're at an exciting point. Seabrick wants us to build something. 2 puzzle boxes, so that's 20 toys. Make a rock toys times 20, and we can do it out of rhyolite, I suppose. We can do granite, it's fine. We get the external wall of this taken care of. Another yak bowl. Bye-bye. This will be a place of worship soon. And that's that. That's how the cookie crumbles right there. So now I got to figure out how we're going to make these into temples. And it seems like maybe this is the end of the tunnel right here. Perfect. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 temples up there. And then we'll put 2 down here. These will be a little bit larger. And getting those temples situated will probably be the first priority, and then we'll do these other 3. They'll be a little smaller, a little bit more oddly shaped, which is fine. Welcome to year 54. forever explaining what is happening, why it's saving right when it is. Love it. Looks good. Looks good. There we go. That'll be 5 temples. Ready to go. Ban on certain exports. Yeah, calf. There's an item blocking the site. Well, move the item. Why can we not move that item? I feel like that should be pretty straightforward. Just pick up the wheelbarrow and move it. Oh, dear. The dwarves sometimes. Sometimes you dwarves. You confuse and astound me all at the same time. Really? Come on, guys. You gotta be kidding me. All right. Whoops. Oh my goodness. There, the wheelbarrow is moved, guys. Make a floor. That's looking good. All right. I think that it is time to let slip the dogs of war here. And I sure as heck hope that this works. But get out there and do it. We're going to crack open the lava. There it goes. Anvilseal's primary form of defense is kicking off. And hopefully we can fill this darn thing up. I'm kind of concerned about it. I'm not going to lie to you. And we'll get this all channeled out. Lava's flowing. It'll be a little bit of a walk to get the remainder of this taken care of. But this is important work. Oop. Everything just stopped for a second. Did we crash? nope. Every once in a while. Something's going crazy there. This is going really slow. Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting this. 6 frames a second. Not ideal. It's probably because the lava is piling through, and I can't actually move the screen around. We'll pause this real briefly. Okay, so it's still kind of running slowly. But it is spilling into the lava moat. The lava, that is. And I'm not entirely certain as to why it's running so slowly. I have my suspicions. It's the lava liquid calculations. Someone is throwing up. I dislike being on the surface. And hopefully we can get this dug out quickly enough. Yeah, I want to go back there. There's a lot of thieving creatures on the map as well. Oh, now they're running around like crazy. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the lava because we've returned to normal. Oh, there's a fight going on. We're having a fight with an engraver, I suppose. Oh yeah, the vultures have kind of gotten... Really, guys? Like, just get out of here. Come on. Yeah, we can leave that there. That's fine. Hey, look at that. It's filling up. Surprise, surprise. All right, well, we'll at least have some lava in there. Right? And, yeah, I don't know. It seems like I'm actually kind of surprised. This is actually going very well. I was expecting to be a little bit, to have a little bit more difficulty here, shall we say. And one more here. And one more there. Why not? Oh. We have a problem here, folks. Okay, well, I mean, things seem to be going okay here. Terrified while in conflict, yeah. You're not really a military dwarf. And it's dead. So that's good. I guess they just came down and were like, hey, we could put a beat down on this thing. That's done. We just have these two left. 24 thieving or mischievous creatures. 24 vultures. I don't know. What do you want to do? I guess we are pulling lava away from this part as well. But I have to always remember that Idgim is the volcano that's really supplying the lava. Noshtath is just... Noshtath is just doing its thing. Shall we... Yeah, we may as well build a workshop and butcher this guy. Oops. Flooding the fort. Or not flooding the fort, hopefully. Sorry. I'm going to jinx myself, and this is going to become very, very bad. But that's looking good. Excellent. All right. Look at all of the sweet pods. Oh, I forgot to order this to be sweet pods. It's okay. I think we'll manage. Little janky still. Oh, wow. Once this all levels out, I think it'll be a lot easier, but like lots and lots of lava filling up. Another cow. I wish I could go back to that livestock screen really quickly. I'm feeling really... I'm annoyed by all of these cows. We have too many of them, and they're driving me crazy. So we're going to cull the herd. It's going to be a lot. Okay. One more channel, just for good measure. Whoops. Right there. And then maybe I'll do one here. Oh, hang on a second. That's going to expose that to rhyolite. I don't want to do that. That's okay. All right, well, the lava moat is flooded. It's pretty crazy. What is going on again with the fighting? We have another one? Dear Lord. Something upset these vultures, I'll tell you that much. And they have decided that they want to come in here. So I want you guys to station at the entrance. There's another one. Oh boy. Is there more? No, just that one. Are you stranded now? You are stranded. Good Lord. How did you get up there? You got stranded. I don't even know anymore, guys. There's another one. Yeah, let's turn on the burrow too. Okay. Here comes another one. Get ready, dwarves. No? Okay. I thought it was coming. I didn't realize. I mean, they've been so benign for so long. Like I don't know why this is a weird time. Maybe it's because they saw the lava moving and got spooked. That's what I'm going with. Here comes another one. Yeah. Shoot him down into the lava. That one's injured at least. Which is hilarious. Where are you going? Oh, you're picking up up equipment. What equipment are you after? Pew 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 pew. He's just wandering around. You're really not good at... Really not good at following orders, are you, Momas? Got another one. What's forbidden there, I wonder? Oh, the copper bolts for now. This guy, Momas, is... Bro, you've got, like... no kills. You shot at a bunch of them. Just keep the dwarves inside for a little bit. Has grown. Meng. Lotol Kadol. I think I've not really paid attention to the children that we've had in this fortress for quite some time. And, yeah, Meng is... That's not how you spell Meng. $18 years old. We'll give him some time to learn that, or to adjust into the fort, but welcome. You know, I think this is a good time to end this episode. We've gone slightly over time. Sorry about that. I see this is dropping quite a bit, and this is dropping quite a bit. Like, the whole thing is dropping quite a bit, but it seems like, you know, if we look at where we're at 55. That's almost full. 56, 57, 58, and 59. I'd say it's a little less than half full. And I don't know that we're going to have any evaporation of lava still. There's a huge rush of lava that's coming out. We might see some on the backside here, but maybe not. We'll see. I'm ready to find out. But of course, that will be for episode 36, where we'll probably continue our battle with the vultures, because there's still 19 of them on the map. And I don't know why they've decided to come after us right now, but, it is what it is. It's a good thing that we've got our hammer dwarves and our marks dwarves that are up to the task. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for joining me today in the town of Anvilseal. It's been a great pleasure. And as you go on, let's try that again. As you go on about your day, don't forget to hit someone with some kindness. And we will see you next time.